So often modern management theory has understood the role of management as fundamentally to correct error or prevent deviance in some way. And yet you're suggesting that if we can tap into some of the fundamental drives and connect that to people, that will be a force of inspiration that might inspire discretionary effort in the workplace or inspire students in the school environment for self-discovery, for self-directed learning rather than that compulsion. One of the big challenges for business today as they engage with multi-generational talent is how you engage that talent, talent that's fundamentally values-led. And I think emotional intelligence has come out of the behavioral sciences as one of the most robust frames of reference we've ever had to begin to describe the things that drive and support human behavior. And yet each of the competencies that have been defined really rest fundamentally on a value. And it's those values that drive it very deep with people, I think, and ring true for people. So, for example, people like the Dalai Lama are often wax very eloquent about notions of compassion, for example. Well, the behavioral sciences is not so impressed by those sorts of constructs because it's a behavioral science. It wants to operationalize behavior particularly. So when you think about how the behavioral sciences might describe that, they might describe a competency like empathy. But empathy, to be effective as a skill set, to deploy that to engage another human being in a set of behaviors, assumes that you care about that individual as a human being. And if you don't, people see through it in a heartbeat. And so it appeals, I think, to a new generation of young men and women who come into businesses today and who fundamentally want to work for more than just money. They want their work to matter. They want to work inside organizations that they fundamentally believe in and whose values that they share. And I think emotional intelligence remains one of the most robust frameworks we've ever had in the behavioral sciences for operationalizing those behaviors, for naming and explaining them, for defining them, and more importantly, for knowing how to systematically build them over time. And I think that's the compelling appeal of it.